All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Tom Beachkofsky. I'll be testing for my probationary black belt with my daughters, Amelia and Madison. You two gave a very tough act to follow, but I'll try to do my best. Some of you know that I'm a physician. Some of you also know that I've been in the Air Force. I've been serving in the Air Force Reserves now for going on 20 years. Thank you. During that time, I've had the opportunity to serve with and learn from many leaders, some that were good, some that weren't as good. And I wanted to share my version of just 3 things that I learned along the way. So in the Air Force, we like to Army-proof processes. So for those in the Army, it's just to make sure you can follow. So we count 1, 2, and 3. So otherwise, there's not always enough room on the iceberg to keep all the penguins afloat. So number 1 is talking about goal setting, and we talk about that every day in the dojo. But what does that mean? I think over the years growing up, I set a lot of goals. I competed in wrestling, I played rugby, I did all these other things, but I never had someone teach me how to make a SMART goal, and that's something that Grandmaster talks a lot about. So what is a SMART goal? A SMART goal is a goal that's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's relevant, and it's time-bound. That's really hard to do, but it's not. It's actually really easy. You just have to think about it. And I think as adults, and I'm talking to the adults in the room, sometimes we get lazy. We say, I'll do this. But we don't make the goals so specific. We don't make them so measurable. It gives us an excuse maybe not to achieve them. And I would encourage everyone here, and this has been a reminder to myself as an adult, I need to be doing these things right along as my children, right along everyone else in the dojo. So as you move forward and you make your goals, try to make them SMART. So that's number 1 for the Army. 2, we need a sensei. Everybody always needs a sensei, and it doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter what you're doing, where you're trying to go. We all do better if we have a teacher, someone that can help us stay focused and move towards the goals that we set. And it's another thing that I would encourage for the children in the room. We don't do any of this on our own. I hope for my children, for everyone else, as you get older, you have a long list of people to thank. And as I stand here, I can think back to all of my coaches, to all my sensei, to all those who have helped me get to where I am today. And I'm so incredibly thankful for them. The myth that there's this self-made man, that people get there on their own, I would tell you it is a myth. Maybe there's a few people that have done it, but if you've ever read the book, The Outliers, it's a great book. Those that are outliers, those that truly succeed, it's not magical, it's not mythical. They had a plan, they set their goals, they had a sensei, they had a teacher, and they stayed on that path to success until they ultimately reached it. And then 3rd, everybody needs a Miss Barbara in their life. Absolutely. So what is a Miss Barbara? What does that represent? Miss Barbara represents, she's the anchor. She's your support at home. She's the person who guides you, who provides you support. She keeps you on track. She cheers you on when things aren't going well. I don't know anyone that can get through life without having a Miss Barbara. And she serves that role for many of us, whether she knows it or not. So thank you for doing that. But for everyone else in the room, think about who your Miss Barbara is. As you grow up in life, as you move on, you're going to need that anchor. My anchor is my wife, Jessica. I wish she were here tonight. She knows some of these things. Just want her head to get too big. But you need to have that person that can complete your sentences, that can keep you in check, that knows who you are and what you are capable of becoming, and ultimately holds you accountable. For a lot of the children in the room, that's your parents for now. But as you grow up and move on in life, you'll probably become smarter than your mom and dad, and you'll need some new anchors. Maybe that'll be a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a teacher or someone else. But please identify that person in your life and follow them. Let them help you along your journey, whether it's to become a competent black belt, or you want to be an astronaut, a doctor, a physicist, or just a parent. But we all need that. So in closing, in the Army-proof way, set your SMART goals, find your sensei, and find your Miss Barbara. Thank you.